Okay. So in this lesson, we're going to do setting up user roles and assigning them. So creating a new user and assigning the roles to a user. So we're going to work in setup a lot. So if you go up there where that image of the person is in the far right, and go into setup and maintenance, and go down to where it says users and security, and then go over to where it says manage job roles. And that's fine. That's just a warning. All right, on the far left, go down to where it says users. No, up. There you go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up a new user. Now, this is not a new person because in Oracle, you can have persons and you can have users. A person is an employee. A user is just someone that has roles and can access the system.
Okay.
So I'll show you how to do a person in a bit. Right now, we're just going to set up a new user.
Okay.
All right. So when you're in this form, you can look up an existing user. And it's a good idea to look up a user because you kind of want to copy, their roles in some cases. So let's just say up in that third box, put in SCM underscore I, and then hit search, hit the magnifying glass.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, form looks different, works different. Yeah, that's Oracle. All right, so click down where it says Max Harmon over there. Click that.
Okay.
All right, so from here you can do a few things. If you needed to reset that person's password, you could reset that password. If you need to edit that person's roles or information, then you could do some editing here. But
Okay.
right now we're just looking at it to say, okay, what's this guy got? And if you see that scroll bar to the far right, you can see this person has a lot of different roles. And and that's because this is an SCM implementer user, and so it needs to have all of this stuff. Now, in your typical situation when you're setting up users, they're going to have only about a dozen or so at most roles. It's only these, because of this environment that we're in, that you see a ton of roles.
Okay.
So do you understand the concept of what a user is and what roles are? A user is someone who has access to the application. The roles define their capabilities within the application.
Okay.
Because say for instance, if you set up a user and they were going to be a buyer, then they would have to have access to a buyer role.
Okay.
Uh, and I don't know if you saw scrolling through some of those roles, some of them had inventory, some of them had various other roles
Yeah.
that you could assign. So I wanted you to understand the concept. Go up and hover over the home button and open that in a new tab.
No, no.
What? Click on the link I sent you there because it's not picking up that link.
What do you mean?
Well, for some reason, you know, the link I sent you that where you logged in right now, for some reason it didn't do that. Try open link in new window. See if that works. Okay, something's wrong there. Okay, go back to the Discord, get the link I sent you and put that into a new tab.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that did that. You may have to, you know, delete your cache or something. But anyway, do the same thing. Go into setup and maintenance and go into users and security and manage job roles. Okay, so you're in the same screen and the same instance in two different tabs. So in this one, go up to where it says the button Add User Account. Okay. So this is where you could create a new user. You know, first name, last name, email, username, password, confirm password.
Okay.
Also, where it says associate person type, pull that list, just make that a worker. I always make it a worker, just and then later on we'll put in a worker name. Right now we won't.
Okay.
All right, so pick a first name, last name, whatever you feel comfortable with. You can give them an email, but it's okay. You don't have to do that. You can take the default username, which is usually name.last name, first name.last name.
Okay.
And as far as a password, the typical thing that most people use in the business, I don't know why, is welcome one. They either use welcome one or they use Oracle 123.
Okay.
And I don't know why that is, but everybody seems to do that. Okay, now come down to where it says add role. Okay, and then over in the where it says enter 3 or more characters, type in IT. Oh, it's got to be 3 characters. I can't remember the third character. Try IT space. Yeah. Okay. I see where it says IT security manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take that first one. Click that. Take the top one
Okay.
and do add role or membership. And then click done. All right, so you've added a role to that user.
Okay.
Now let's add some more roles. So add another one. The next one we want to add is I think it's implementer, IMP. Yeah. No, that's impersonator role. That's not what
Well,
we
that's
want.
what it's given me.
Yeah, no.
Is it IMM?
No, it's not IMM. Try this. The wild card in Oracle is %. So put in %, IMP, %, and then hit search. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Nope, that didn't work. Okay. All right. Well, let's just do one we know. Type in WAR. and click Warehouse Manager and add role.
The first one?
Yeah. Okay, so that's enough to get the point across here that I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So now you can do a save and close.
Do I need to fill that?
No, we'll go back and do that later.
Okay.
All right. Now, where the guy's face is in the upper right, go click that and do a sign out.
A sign out?
Yeah, see where yeah. So that's going to sign you out of the application. So hit confirm. All right, now try the new user you set up. Okay. So that worked. That's a good thing. So Bobby Smith is there now. So go to supply chain execution and let's see what's out there. Okay, he didn't have a whole lot. A warehouse manager typically wouldn't. And that's again, the point I'm trying to make here is that, you know, when you log on, you have all these boxes and you have all this capability. Well, that's
Yeah.
because you're an implementer.
Yeah.
But when you set this up and you give it over to a client to use, their users are going to be very restricted.
Okay.
And those roles typically make sense as far as what their capabilities are.
Okay.
Like for instance, a buyer would have access to create purchasing records, whereas a warehouse manager has access to do things within supply chain operations like inventory management. All right, so go into inventory management under this user.
I'm clicking it.
You are? There
Yeah.
you go. All right. So when it comes back, go to tasks. All right. Now go to manage item quantities. Okay, go down to where it says organization and pull down the list.
Okay.
Do a search. All right, do advanced, or actually just hit search. Hit the search button there. Okay, it doesn't find any organizations. Now, the reason for that is not only do you have role restrictions in Oracle that can control which forms a person can get to,
Okay.
you also have what's called data access.
Uh-huh.
So this person has no access to any of the organizations that you have on that using that other role. So we're going to have to give this person some data access.
Okay.
All right. So if you go back to the tab, the other tab that we had
Oh my God. How do I
started
get rid
out
of
with.
that?
No. Just okay. Where are you? Okay.
I moved over to the big tabs,
Okay.
the websites.
Okay.
Do I
Okay.
need to move to a different tab?
No, that's
Okay.
fine. Hit the X and
Oh
close.
God, I hate Zoom.
You
Why
hate
would they stick
Zoom.
it there? Why would they stick this there?
What are you talking about? You
Okay,
mean,
so when you're recording,
yeah?
they put the recording part up
Yeah, right
here
up at
and
the
it
top
covers your
where you can't.
tabs.
Yeah, it does.
It should be down here.
Yeah. What I usually do if it's a problem, I will resize my screen and lower the top so that it doesn't interfere with Zoom. But yeah.
They should have a thing where you can like grab it and pull it away.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh wait, there we go. There you go.
Yeah,
Look at that. Okay, I did it.
it did it.
Yeah, it's down here now.
Oh,
Just
okay.
you grab more, hold down on it, and you can drag it to the bottom of your screen.
Okay. I can't see any of that. That only shows up on your screen.
Okay,
But
well
it's
now when you work, you can just drag it to the bottom of your screen.
okay. That's good to know. Good to know. You've figured something out for me. Thank you. All right. See that tab up there that says roles?
No.
Yeah, it's the red O that says roles. You've got a browser window up the top. The very
Oh, you
top.
mean up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Click OK. All right. Um, why does this say BS?
Because we're still signed into Bobby Smith.
Yeah, but that's just it. You should be one of these should be signed in to another while the other one's okay.
That's usually not how anything works.
Well, okay. We need to log out of Bobby Smith and get back into uh, yeah, SCM.
That usually doesn't let you do that with websites for security purposes.
Yeah, saying logged in is two different people. All right, so we're back in our all-powerful user now. So we need to get to setup. And just so you know, there's two different ways to get to setup. You can go hit the pancakes on the left, or you can go, yeah. And there should be.
Oh my Lord.
Well, I thought setup was under here. I don't see setup. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's not under here. Go back to the photo over in the far. Yeah. Click on that. Go to setup and maintenance. Okay, now these are some things that you just got to know, and
What
that's
is
just
that?
it's Spotify. Oh.
Okay.
All of the stuff kind of in the middle that brings up all the different forms for setup.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you go to the far right and go to tasks, see the task icon down, you know, that gray
Far
box,
right.
go down, 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 down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah. All right. Now click on search. Okay. Here, if you know what you're looking for, you know the form you want to go to, you can just go to it right here. You don't have to mess with all the navigation from the other places. But, you know, it doesn't work too well unless you kind of know these things after a while.
Okay.
So we need to do data access. So if you type in percent data, percent access, and then hit the, yeah. All right, see where it says all user data access at the top there? Click on
Uh-huh.
that. Manage data access for users, click on that. All right. And again, this is something you just got to know. Go down and hit the plus sign.
Okay.
And start typing in the username for Bobby. It'll find him. And then the role is warehouse manager. And security context, pull that list, inventory org. All right, now click on that drop down list, give him 002, I think is. Can't remember what 002 is, but that's fine. Do a save and close.
Do we need to do that for his other role?
No, because his other role has nothing to do with inventory works.
Okay.
So, so now need to sign out. Sign back in as Bobby.
Oops.
Okay, go to supply chain execution, inventory management, go to tasks, and manage item quantities at the top.
Manage item quantities.
All right.
Okay.
You'll
Now he has it.
notice now he has it. So now if you just hit search on the far right,
There we go. They changed every single one of them.
so now it works. So, there's a lot more to setting up users and roles, but that's kind of the basics of it so that you understand the concepts. I need to show you how to set up a person now. So hit done.
Okay.
And let's get out of Bobby and go back to our SCM implementer. All right, now go to setup again. Setup and maintenance, setup and maintenance. Now go to all the way over to tasks. Go to search. And I'm trying to remember what this is. Do percent user percent. And search for that. Now scroll down a bit. Keep scrolling. Create. Is there a define user or?
Define users and security, users and security.
Keep scrolling down. Thought there was.
Is this supply chain management one?
I don't think that's it. I can't remember the form. I should have studied up on all this. It's one of those things that I just kind of look up as I go. I think it's manage users. Scroll down and see if you see manage users. There we go. Manage users.
Which one?
Manage users.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, Bobby's not set up. I know it sounds like you set Bobby up as a user, but Bobby's not a person yet.
Okay.
And even though we went to a form that says manage users, you'll notice it says person up there in the corner. So
okay.
really we're creating a person.
Okay.
So do the plus sign.
This thing's slower than molasses sometimes.
Yeah, it is. All right, now Now let's put in Bobby's information. His email. He
Oh,
doesn't need a title. He doesn't need a title. But you can put it. It doesn't hurt to have it there. We'll take that hire date. That's fine. Okay. Now what's really important on this page? You didn't need a fax.
okay.
See where it says link user account? Click that. And see where it says enter username? Click that. Put in the username. This is the one that you had set up before.
Mm-hmm.
And see where it says no user account selected? There's a button in front of it. See if it'll let you click it.
There's no button in front of that.
Click where it says link user account. Now click that button. Now put in Bobby. You're getting faster at this than I am. So select it. It's blue, so select OK.
I'm only fast because when I did phone calls,
Yeah.
I was Google mapping, looking at their calendar, and on the phone with a human, all while getting like the amount of time it's going to take them to get to point A to point B to this person's house.
Yeah.
And if I can fit them on the schedule and what their schedule look like.
Yeah.
I wanted, and while the person's screaming at me and wanting me to die. So,
well, this is a lot easier than that. Go over where it says person type and go ahead and set them up as an employee.
okay.
Okay, when you do that, it's going to change a few things here. Legal employer, you're going to have to pull that down because that's going to be required. I don't care which one. U.S. legal entity is fine. Business unit.
Hold on, it's going slower than I can do this.
Yeah. We need a U.S. You may have to search for a U.S. business unit.
Whoops.
Yeah, US 1 business unit, that's fine. We won't worry about a job or a grade or anything like that, or a department.
Oh my God. No.
All
I'm
of that,
clicking away and it won't let me.
just you can erase it.
I didn't erase it. It did it on its own. That's a mess.
Okay. You also notice it says create user up there, but you didn't create a user, you created a person. And you linked it to a user account. Isn't that baffling? That drove
Yeah,
me
they should have that all in one thing.
Yeah, they should. But anyway, if you go up and do a save and close,
Did somebody fill out a form for it and say, what the heck, guys?
no, Oracle ain't gonna get to it.
Then they're gonna be behind everybody. And they're gonna wait until some teenager decides to remake it.
No teenager can remake this much stuff.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, there's way too much code in this thing. Way too much. I mean, somebody might down the road when they get AI.
If they know someone that can give them this code, they can rewrite it.
Yeah, but it's the effort it would take to rewrite all the code.
There's a nerd out there who knows he'll be a bazillionaire if he does it.
No, this isn't a silly little web app. This is an enterprise system. There is a database table with hundreds, if not thousands, of tables and columns running this thing.
And there's a nerd out there I'm telling you who would do it.
All right. Well, hopefully that nerd won't come along for a while. I don't know why this takes so long. It shouldn't. but basically you got the concept, and that's what I wanted you to get. So now we can search for that person. So if you go put Bobby up there where it says keywords, okay, there's Bobby Smith. All right, now there's a couple other things that we could do here. Now that you've highlighted Bobby Smith, go to the Actions tab, drop down, and go to Expense Information. Now, the only reason I'm showing you this is because there are kind of special users in Oracle where if they're entering requisitions, they need to have a default expense account because most people don't know their default expense account. So it's a good idea to give them one.
Okay.
So especially if you're setting up procurement folks, you just need to know where it is, and this is where it is. You don't have to give them an expense account. I just wanted you to know where it was. All right,
Okay.
so you can cancel. Okay. All right. So, pardon me. Do you have uh, the Office suite on your PC? Do you have Excel and Word
Uh-uh.
and
I'll
you
have to
do?
get Steven to get it to me
Okay.
because I don't have it.
All right. So here's the thing. If you let's go back in. We'll try and export and just see what happens since you don't have it.
Okay.
So click done and click your home icon, and let's go back to supply chain execution.
Supply chain execution. Trying to get my brain.
Yeah. And go
Okay.
down to inventory management. And then go to tasks, manage item quantities up the top there. Go pick an organization over there. You don't have
This
to put
one?
it, no, an organization.
Oh,
Atlanta's fine. And do the search button. What I'm doing is just trying to pull up some data. Go to actions.
actions. Okay, there we go.
Oh, it doesn't have an export. What's that button over by view item availability?
Show as top.
No, that's not what we want. Um, I need something that has an export. All right, let's try something else here. Go click done. And go back to setup and maintenance. Yeah.
Wait, through him?
Yeah. There you go.
If this were mine, my face would be there, wouldn't it?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And I didn't show you how to put it there, but I can sometime or another. Oh, let's
I'm just
see.
making sure I'm not having to click this dude for the rest of my life.
You won't, but keep in mind you're going to be an implementer. So a lot of times you're having to work in this instance like this and demo things to people up until the point to where they get their own instance, and then you'll go in and set up your own instance. And they may not want you putting your photo in there, but
Yeah.
I do it a lot of times just because usually the first instance I'm setting up is just a test instance anyway, and it'll get blown away, so I don't worry about it.
Okay.
But it's not like, and that's the thing, as an implementer, you don't really own these instances. You're showing people how to use them. Once you get them trained, once you get them implemented, you go away and you go on to something else. So I don't worry about, uh, personalizing it to my liking too much. But you need to know how to do those things because you got to teach them how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See where it says compensation management in the upper left there? Pull that drop down and go down to manufacturing supply chain management and go to catalogs down there. Go to manage functional area catalogs. All right. Up there, there's a button right by a sign. See where it says? All right. See where that was an export. And it
Okay.
exported it as an XLS file, which is an Excel file.
Okay.
Now, if you try and open, click it, you don't have anything to open
Yeah.
an XLS file. So we're going to have to get that on your computer.
Go away, Microsoft. Go away.
Yeah.
Oops.
And then once you get that on your computer, then I can show you, how we kind of manage our test scripts in Excel, how we manage our configurations in Excel.
Okay.
And then you'll have Word, because a lot of times you have to create user documentation in Word,
Okay.
and paste in screenshots and annotate them and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right. And I think that's about enough for today until we get that done.
Okay.
All right. Any questions you want me to go through before I stop the recording?
No.
Okay.
If I ever do this again, I'll probably just watch it again and go back through it.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. All right, I'm going to stop.